Hey guys, how's it going? So I'm going through my newsfeed tutorial video on Turbo 360, and a couple people had mentioned they're having problems with the form submission, and that when they press the add feed button, it keeps on trying to submit the form, even though I made sure to include the prevent default to prevent that exact thing from happening. So what I asked a few people to do was to post their code on GitHub so I can go through it, but while I'm doing that I may as well show you on video exactly that process and what I look for and how I sort of diagnose problems and whatnot. So I'm going to pick this one right here. This is from Nick. So Nick, hope you don't mind if I'm picking on you a little bit, but hope you don't feel like I'm picking on you. I'm not. I'm just picking a repo that I can go through, that's all. So I'm going to clone into it from the desktop. I'm already on the desktop. And then I'm going to cd into it and run the install. And that's going to take about a minute or so to install all the packages. So while that's going, I'm going to just open up the code base. Okay, and since we know the problem is happening in the sidebar component, basically from what I gather, every time the add feed a function is being called, it actually tries to submit the form. It actually runs this function right here, the post, to that URL, which is no good. And this prevent default is meant to prevent exactly that. That's what we're trying to make sure it does not happen. So, okay, this is almost done. So, just looking through the code real quick, make sure everything looks good, which it does. So, here are some hard-coded feeds. Okay. Okay. So it's just about done. I'm going to open another tab and run the Webpack to watch it so that it's recompiling all the time, and then run the dev server and then go to localhost. And here we are on the code base we were just looking at. So I'm going to open the console, do a couple quick tests, and it's not happening here on Chrome. Let's see what happens on Safari. Same thing, although we're not getting a console log here. Oh, there we are. Okay. And let's see if Firefox gives us any different behavior. Okay, so I'm not able to recreate the issue here, but it's worth pointing out that the fundamental problem is this form itself. So what we can do, it's just a form that we're really not even using. We're literally preventing it, right? So we could even just honestly get rid of it and just render those inputs and buttons as raw elements, and that shouldn't have any impact on the behavior of the application itself. Now, why was the form submitting over and over again? Honestly, I don't know. React form keeps submitting. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, they all say the same thing. So it's hard to say. Might be this right here, return false. Maybe that's it. Like I said, since since it's, well, that's going to be an early return, so why don't we do this? Okay. Since it's not happening on my end, it's kind of hard to diagnose, but however, again, if it's just a form that you know, that we're not even using, we're literally preventing it, we can just go ahead and remove it, and that's not going to cause any real issues. At this point, the form is superfluous. We actually don't need it. We don't want it. So if that's what you ultimately have to do to resolve this issue, then that's not a bad solution. It's a good quick way to get that problem out of the way right now. So give that a shot. Let me know how it goes, and then hopefully it works. Thanks.